Ryan Songalia, BoxingScene.com, here with WBO junior middleweight champion Xander Zayas. We're here at your gym where you train in Florida. You're just starting out camp. Tell me, how does it feel getting back in the gym and knowing you have a big opportunity in front of you?
Man, getting back in the gym, kind of like in camp mode, but I'm always working year-round. I like to stay active. I like to be here. But yeah, I feel amazing, obviously. Grateful for this opportunity. Thankful that we made it happen, and excited for what's coming.
Mm-hmm. So this is interesting because you just became a world champion in your last fight, and your first fight as a champion is a unification fight. Was that always something that you wanted to do, or is that something that just fell into your lap?
Well, I knew that I wanted to fight. I wanted to have a good opponent in front of me. I didn't want an optional. Anybody can take an optional. I wanted a big name, a big contender or a champion. Obviously, we got the champion, and I'm excited for that. So that was my main goal for sure after winning.
Mm-hmm. So becoming a unified champion, that's a big step in someone's career. Not just solidifying themselves, not just as another guy with a belt, but as someone who's beating other champions. Was that something important to you? Because obviously, people remember you as a young prospect. You're still young. You won a vacant belt in the last fight. Is this something where you wanted to make a statement that, like, hey, not only am I a guy with a belt, I'm going to beat the other champions too?
No, for sure. I always think about it that way. To be the guy, you have to beat the guys, and this is the first step to do that. I mean, last fight out, I beat a guy that was tough, durable, and this time around, I'm going for a champion, and to be the guy to stand in that ring and say I'm the guy, you have to be able to go through all of this names. So I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm. I remember the last time we spoke was actually at the Garden, right before, I think it was 2 fights ago, and you were talking about wanting Fundora. Were you disappointed that fight couldn't be made at that time? And is that a fight that you hope to make soon?
Well, obviously I was disappointed because I wanted to face a champion. I wanted to take both belts at once, but I think things happen for a reason, and it's just how it was supposed to happen, and hopefully in the future we could get that fight going for sure.
Mm-hmm. And the reason I asked that is I wanted to set up this joke because that punching bag up there, it looks like it's set up so that if you need to get ready to fight Fundora, you have the height right there.
Yeah, no, this is a nice bag. We use it a lot. It's very just for distance, range, having to move around. So I like that bag a lot.
There we go. And I assume cutting off the ring. So, this your first title fight. The first time you're going to make the ring walk as a champion will be in Puerto Rico. How important is that for you to return to Puerto Rico as a world champion and be able to make that ring walk?
Man, it's one of the most important things I've ever done in my career. Obviously, coming back to my mainland and where I was born and grew up, it's always been a pleasure to me. And now to do it as a champion and make them proud of what we've been doing inside and outside the ring, I feel like it's a very proud moment for me.
Mm-hmm. Obviously growing up, Puerto Rico boxing was always big. Thinking about Felix Trinidad, Wilfredo Gomez, so many great champions. And there are champions now. Of course, Oscar Collazo is holding it down at 105 pounds. But at the higher weights, the weights where people really get excited about it and get a lot of the attention, it had been a little bit dry since Miguel Cotto retired. How important do you feel it is for Puerto Rico boxing that you're a champion now at a higher weight class and you're going to be able to put on major events around the world as a Puerto Rican champion?
Man, I feel like it's very important for them. They've shown me nothing but love since I became a world champion, even before then. So I feel like they've shown love to every champion that we have right now, which is always amazing because we all represent Puerto Rico at the highest level, and we're doing it with a lot of pride and a lot of love. So I feel like overall Puerto Rico is proud of all of us.
Mm-hmm. I've seen the news clippings, I've seen the clips where all these greats are showing you love. Felix Trinidad, for people who didn't grow up with Felix Trinidad, the way that the Filipino people love Pacquiao is the way Puerto Rican people love Felix Trinidad.
Yes, sir.
He was basically the flag of Puerto Rican boxing. How big is it that a legend like him has been showing you love as you're a champion?
No, man. Obviously, being friends or calling friends, people like that, legends like that, it's always beautiful. So for me to have the respect of Tito and the respect of Cotto and all these great fighters before me is beautiful. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Puerto Rican legends, I'm thinking of another one that you have a relationship with, Bad Bunny, who you recently signed a marketing deal with. It doesn't get bigger in not just Puerto Rican culture, but the world than Bad Bunny. He's the most streamed artist worldwide. How great has that been for you, for getting yourself out there and establishing yourself as a world champion and a world icon?
No, I feel like it's very important you take the necessary steps, and when the opportunities present itself and it's the right opportunity, you take them. And obviously signing with Rimas for marketing and sponsorship was the right move for us. I feel like we've been doing great, and this fight is going to be the first fight working together, so I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of your upcoming fight, Abbas Baraou, he's a world champion too. He's got the WBA belt. What did you think when you saw his championship winning fight? And is there how do you feel this fight's gonna go for you?
He earned it. He earned it. Obviously, I thought I had it a lot or less closer than the scorecards had it, but he earned that victory. I feel like he did what he needed to do. And this fight, I'm just gonna show when I'm at the highest level. Again, I'm gonna make those adjustments when necessary, and I'm gonna stick to the game plan and have fun.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel that this is a fight that goes the distance, or do you think that that's something you can get rid of?
I never go in there thinking about knocking the person out. Obviously, if it's there, I'm gonna take the opportunity. If not, I'm ready to go 12 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Becoming world champion, that's a big thing. And I've even heard that you sleep with you still sleeping with the belt?
Not anymore.
All right. So how does that how do you maintain your hunger and maintain your humility and do the things that you had to do to get there after you've already gotten there?
Just knowing that this is not even halfway of what we want to accomplish. Just knowing that and understanding that this is the beginning, the first part, the first phase of what we want to do and what we want to accomplish in boxing. It keeps me hungry, it keeps me dedicated, and obviously having a great team around me that always keeps me focused.
Mm-hmm. What is it that you hope to accomplish? Obviously, you have this fight coming up here. Is the vision to finish up and get the rest of the belts at 154?
Well, I feel like we should think about it step by step. The first step is January 31st, getting that second belt, having half of the division in my hands, and then think about what's going to be the next move.
Mm-hmm. Great. And lastly, is there anything else that you want to say to the world out there?
Man, to all the fans, all the Puerto Rican fans, all the fans around the world that have never been to Puerto Rico and want to go to Puerto Rico, January 1st is the opportunity. Tickets are out now. Make sure you get yours, and I'll see you over there.